The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't. But I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
It's a pocket 48. Two. Hey, Foxtrot. Check Mike 40. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 40.
Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins, open here, Adam Thielen. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Hey, wahoo! Switch gears.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
34 yards there and a first down. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
First and 10.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 21-0 our score after one.
Single.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On play action, Cousins going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep touchdown. Detroit. DK Metcalf. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Lucky. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Prater, and the route is on here in this first half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hatchet. Hey, Ringo, 48.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. I'm going to come back to you. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jefferson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Vikings take
Here we go,
over
here we
first
go.
down and 10
Here we go.
at their own 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check. Kill. Hey. Get it.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! In for the score. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He got 29 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
94.
First down.
Hey, let's get this. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down now, Swift. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Interception. Let's get this.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You're trash.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and pick.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, It's been pretty sensational.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Cousins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Trey Flowers racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Cousins. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.